More than 200 people were kidnapped by Hamas during the 7th of October attacks in Israel. And we've got some news into us here at France 24 in the last hour or so. The armed wing of Hamas has announced that it's released 2 more of these hostages. Well, the group's spokesperson said this was in response to mediation efforts by Israel and Qatar. Well, let's get the latest from Irris Makler, who's standing by for us in Jerusalem. Irris, just tell us a bit more about what you're hearing at this stage.
I'm hearing from Hamas and from the International Red Cross that 2 women have been released. The International Red Cross says that it helped them to get to the Rafah border crossing. And now we've just had, within the last 5-10 minutes, Israeli confirmation of that too. So we've seen a process whereby last Friday we had 2 women, a mother and daughter, released. And these 2 appear to be elderly Israeli women, not American women, like the last 2 hostages, the Chicago residents who were released Friday. That's all we know at the moment. It happened quite quickly last time. So from the time that they went from the Rafah border crossing to when they entered Israel was not long. It was within an hour. So I think we can keep watching this space for that.
Okay, and what we heard from that spokesperson of Hamas was that this was an initiative led by Qatar and Egypt. I mean, do we know of any other similar initiatives that might yield similar results for the 200 plus other hostages that remain there in Gaza?
220 is now the estimate if we subtract these 2 women. So what I've been following all night is reports of 50 hostages, all foreign nationals, to be freed. I was a bit surprised to see only 2, because that's the story that has been, rumors swirling all day, first from the US, now from here. But I think what's interesting is that it's Qatar-led, Egypt and the US very heavily involved. I think that's also perhaps why we've seen a break on an Israeli ground offensive. That's definitely been the word coming out of Washington. So we heard from President Biden saying that he wants to have that freeing the hostages is vital to him. We can see the involvement of Qatar, which is, as you know, a patron of Hamas, a funder of Hamas. But that's only 50, which would leave some 170 altogether. So whether this is something that Hamas would like to take time to do, have a humanitarian ceasefire to take advantage of, and drip these hostages out, I don't know how to describe that process to you, but it's plain that they are bargaining chips with this slow release.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed for that update. Irris Makler in Jerusalem. Thank you.